Hello, welcome everybody. uh, was having a little bit of issues starting the stream, but I am here. Uh, it's supposed to be a stream till 8. I should probably go ahead and stop around 7 though. Just due to the fact that I live in an apartment building and I got a notice saying that they're going to be doing inspections tomorrow, just, you know, make sure everything's cleaned up and stuff. I mean, it's not exactly unclean, my house. Well, I mean, saying it like that makes it... Yeah, it's dirty. I need to go ahead and clean up. Today we're going to be doing some D&D stuff. No campaign, not just yet. Just due to the fact that I am currently trying to go ahead and get some stuff written down for my other campaign. Starting a new one called Lochaliv. I will go ahead and get that one sorted out. But before I can go ahead and start it, obviously I need to write some stuff. I've already written a lot of stuff, history, notes, deities, and stuff like that. So, that being said though, let's go ahead and get some stuff ready. Give me just 1 second, everybody. Just making sure everything is correct. Alright. Okay. So, I guess I should probably go ahead and get some stuff in beforehand. This is Lochaliv. I am actually, no, this is not Lochaliv. Destroyed Nations, Alliances, Notes, Deities, Creation, History, Timeline. Well, I guess I accidentally forgot to put a world map, so let's just go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, and let me go ahead and open another tab real quick while I get the information that I need. Should I have done this beforehand? Probably, but I mean, I'm doing it now. Alrighty, so this is the world map for my campaign, one that I'm working on. I'm currently running, well, technically running 3, running 2, about to start a third one. This is something that's going to happen in about, any luck, 2 years? I don't see myself, well, I wouldn't say I'm not in the mood. I'm always down for playing D&D, but I'm also kind of stressed out. Actually, that is something that happened beforehand. Like yesterday was very stressful. Oh yeah, I forgot that you can actually see these little things like Reddit. You've just acquired. I don't know what that is about. Converter, fantasy creation. I used to play some mobile games too. RPG Online, or I don't even remember what that is. And this is from when I tried to create a Pokemon campaign. And Octer, I think I just misspelled Doctor, but that's another thing. But yeah, I am currently just making this campaign go through. I think this... It is kind of quiet. I'll go ahead and add some music. Give me 1 second. Oh, nope. Give me 1 second. Not add scene, add layer. Give me 1 second. Yeah, not sure exactly what I'm doing with this. Ah, there it goes. Okay. Ooh, too loud. Yeah, I mean, I paid for this theme. I might as well have it on. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get this started. So in the obviously in the world, I've inspired by some of the mobile app for Fire Emblem, as you can see, Embla and Askar. The other ones, though, I managed to do myself. I have, well, I cannot really zoom in here. It's the Everdyne's Estate, the Caspar Autocracy, the Nagal Council, New Derku, the Draconics of Yoshide, the Clone Brotherhood, the Crafters of Urbanos, Warpral, Skyna, Skiania, I think that's how I'm supposed to say it. Actually, Pigmentocracy. I believe this is the University of Griffin or something. I cannot really see. I'm blind. Emerald Science Foundation, the Drahale Plutocracy, Stenya Beatsocracy, Ocean Council, the Cluean Courts, the Liverian Theocracy, and the Technocratic Hive of the Nibelu. Let me go ahead and put that up a little bit. Okay. The reason for this stream is actually just me writing some stuff for this campaign. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do some writing for it. So you can go ahead and see, it is very new campaign. I don't have a lot of stuff ready. I do thank God, have world history and a nations map done, as you zoomed in. I actually use world builder for this. It's not an app. It's a page that you can go ahead and just randomly generate a world for you. Obviously, I didn't just go ahead and take the first result that I got. I actually, bended it a little bit, make a couple of canals and stuff like that, just to make it more myself and not just copy and pasting something that I got from somewhere else. But yeah, I wrote the history for everything, and now I just need to go ahead and make more details. Let's see. I mean, obviously, the Draconics of Oshii is gonna be the main race, Dragonborn and Dragons. I was thinking of maybe having kobolds there as well, because the whole kobold serving dragons, but not quite sure about that. Am I boring you yet? But yeah, I'm a DM. This is some of the stuff that you have to do as a DM and think about, but I mean, it can be fun. Date found it. I have to look through that, through my notes for that. I don't have it at the top of my head. And let's see, Draconic Rule. What does Draconic Rule entail? Well, the way I was thinking about it is the Draconic Rule usually entails just like, it's basically a hierarchy. Dragons on top, Dragonborns at the middle, maybe kobolds and whatever else is left at the bottom. But also dragons working together is usually not a lot of stuff, so not a lot of it usually doesn't happen. They're very solitary creatures, so I'm thinking about like dukedoms and duchies more likely. Yeah, separate territories joined together by just necessity or pure convenience. It's kind of like the US basically, with all the states technically under the same flag, but also very much volatile and solitary sometimes against one another. Like Texas hates California, and like northern states hate southern states, kind of like that vibe that I'm going for. Obviously not as much as north and south for this. I think I would be dividing it across chromatic and metallic dragons. Hold up, actually make sure the demo voice is correct. Oh god, my model. There it goes. Okay. Give me this. I have actual notebooks. Just paperwork that I use sometimes for this. you know, writing stuff electronically is actually more convenient and stuff like that, but I guess I just got accustomed to the whole online, not online, the whole school thing where you have to actually take notes with pencil and paper. I mean, maybe not anymore. It's been a while since I've actually been in high school, and most of my stuff it's in college. It's electronic. I don't want to go ahead and commute all the way to like a building. I would just much rather use my computer. But yeah, yeah, for their kind of cruel, I will just go ahead and say. Yeah, I know that I misspelled stuff. I'm not thinking I'm blood. I just like doing word vomit and let the autocorrect and then go back and fix it later. Would dukedoms, would they have another name actually? Yeah, separate horde states actually sounds kind of nice. Yeah, in Twitch right now, if anybody can actually go ahead and give me a better name, I will be more than glad to see if I can put that in. And I'm actually going to upload this to YouTube later, so, you know, just if you have YouTube, if you're in YouTube watching this, go ahead and comment that down in the comment section. I'll go ahead and look at it later. Let's see, separate horde states. Let's go ahead and capitalize dragons now. They deserve that at least. She's abandoned amongst the ancient dragons. Right. Also, just while I'm brainstorming this, got home, did some exercise, and made some food. I'm not gonna be eating the stream. I really fucking hate the whole like sitting around watching videos and eating food while just going like that's nice, and then just moving on and not actually doing anything. Look, my content might be shit right now, I'll be honest with you, but at least it's still my content. I'm not gonna go ahead and do some fucking like just stare at the camera like that's nice. And I'm not allowed to go ahead and stand up, go to the restroom, take and you know leave this thing, leave a video running for like 20 minutes, and then come back and sit down like, oh, okay, I'm back, kind of deal. You know, that's why I played for the screens. If I'm gonna be going, I'll be right back. If I'm not gonna, it's not my content, I'm not gonna go ahead and try using it. I'm gonna go quote me on that. I'm gonna go ahead and I don't like hypocrisy, and if I'm being hypocritical later on with like I'm watching a video or something like that, then I'll go ahead and just stop myself. I hope that I never get to that point, but you know, you never say never. Usually, a lot of the times when you say you hate something or you're not gonna do something, that's usually what ends up happening. It always ends up like that. Okay, let's see the ancient dragons. It is kind of plain explanation though. You can see the brief summary I put. This nation was founded by dragons who saw their people as a horde. Let's go ahead and capitalize that, dragons. Let's see, draconic rule, separate horde states. The nation is divided amongst ancient dragons. Their land. Considered as their horde. I think I misspelled horde. Like I said, I will go ahead and get back to that. Yeah, I'm still going to college, but I'm still misspelling stuff. Whatever. You don't actually learn anything there. Literally, one of my classes in college, whenever I started, I took a break during the pandemic, but 2019, I remember one of my classes was literally like film stuff. It was an elective. I have to take those to get some points because they just want to milk you for money. But yeah, one of the things that I was doing for for one of the classes was literally going there every day, sitting around eating pizza or just like watching movies, and that's about it. And at the end of the day, without even doing too much, without doing too much work or anything, I just basically got a good grade, and that's about it. Look, if anybody who watches this, you're in high school, they're telling you, it's going to be harder than college. It depends on where you're going for. Obviously, if you're going for a hard job, you're going to have a hard time. But usually, if you're going for something that is not that difficult, usually it's really easy. But yeah, don't expect it to be easy. Expect it to be mild at the very least. I know it's not exactly the Navy, but it's not exactly a walk in the park. And plus, if you're going for easy classes anyways, you're probably not going to get a job. I mean, you're probably not going to get a job with the hard classes either nowadays, but whatever. To each their own. You have no idea how many people I know that are like, I shouldn't have taken that loan. Also, don't take loans. That's evil. Don't take loans. They'll screw you over, and you won't get much from that. And if your electives or like any degree ends with arts, I'll be honest with you, just go ahead and learn from somebody already in the field and go for that if that's what you're actually passionate about, because that degree is literally not gonna do you good in that kind of, if it is in arts. Just go ahead and get a good connection. Go ahead and that's how you get in and save yourself 4 years. Yeah, this is coming from somebody that's streaming, by the way, so take my advice with a grain of salt. Yeah, we'll be ending this at 7. I actually think it's probably better to end it at 7 because I need to clean this mess. I actually got a violation once. The apartment here, they were trying to charge me like $40 because one of my chairs in my patio, it was like turned the other way, so it was like facing inside and not. One of them was facing out, one of them was facing in. And they decided to charge me for that because it was messy. They went ahead and said. Obviously, I went ahead and very much told them how that was such bullshit. And the fact that I was actually clean that day. I remember I was moving. A lot of the times they have these, to clean the leaves, they don't pick them up. They just have this guy with a leaf blower, and they just blow the leaves into the patios and all around. Flinging rocks and other stuff into the patio, but then I have to pick those up. Usually I just go ahead and sweep them and throw them back outside. They're throwing it in, I'm throwing it out. It's whatever. But I sometimes pick them up if it's like garbage. I also hate the neighbors' kids. The second floor neighbors are annoying because they're loud. The third story neighbors, they had these kids that they basically lock in the patio so they don't bother them. And I seen them like throw like bicycles, doll houses, garbage just out the third story and just into the pavement and like their rock patio right outside. And a lot of the times if they throw stuff that is just garbage like paper and there's wind, it blows it right into my patio and I had to clean it up. I've talked to them about it, I talked to the office about it, but they're not doing it. They're not gonna do shit about it, They just care about the paycheck and they just care about being annoying to you most of the time. Oh, you can actually see through it. I didn't actually dig that effect at first. But I actually kind of like it now. Also realized that my hand is like, my hand was on my chin, so a lot of the time I was covering my mouth, and it looked just weird. My mouth was like open all of the time. Alright, so let's continue, shall we? Let's see, so ancient dragons, the land, everything under considered horde. I actually went ahead and did it because the other horde was just a horde of people, not a horde of things. And even though there's people in their horde, they consider that their property. I like this song too, by the way. I messaged them already. I am waiting for a response to see if they want me to mention them. But the guy that I did this song is actually went really hard. And if I don't get a response from them, I'm just not gonna mention them. Whoever did my art here and there. And not, I gave credit to everybody. If you get stuff and it's not yours, go ahead and give credit. I'm not claiming any of this as my own. I did not make this music. I did not make this art. Well, I made the characters. Somebody did the art for me. And I did not make the backgrounds or anything. Somebody else did that for me. But also, a lot of the times I know that I've had people that I've talked to before being like, yeah, I made art and stuff like that for somebody, but then they ended up in, not being the same kind of vibe with that I was. So then being associated with them made other friends of mine be like, hey, why do you do that? Kind of deal. I know I'm not everybody's vibe, and not everybody's vibe is my own, and specifically because I'm from the States, and it's very messy, dude. Like, it's not like in between anymore. You either this or that, and if you're not, then you're basically seen as an enemy from both sides, and people get really fucking pissy. It's very annoying, but it is what it is. One of my friends asking me to send them the link. They can. I swear to God, I better not be. I hear like honking outside. What time is it actually? It's 5:30. It's the fucking neighbor. I think that's my neighbor's boyfriend. Usually comes around 5:30 just to do that. Yeah, and I'm also in charge of putting my little brother into a school, so I am currently waiting for those emails. I already applied him to 2 schools to make sure to, take whichever one that actually accepts him in there. Because one of them is like a lottery system kind of bullshit, so I need to go ahead and wait on that. But dude, one of the 2 things that I need more of in life. Well, 3. Health, time, and money. That's about it. I mean, I already have enough good friends. Text message. I have to respond to those, otherwise they get busy. So yeah, basically, what was I even talking about, dude? And I'm gonna mute that because it's getting annoying. Sorry about that. Fucking asking me questions, they know I'm streaming. Okay, and let me go ahead and turn that volume down. Hopefully I don't get any more interruptions, but just in case, I turn that shit down. Alrighty, so back to where I was. Well, I'm not actually sure what to write here. I lost my train of thought completely. I'll just go ahead and ramble about random stuff again. Places that I've been. Let's go over that. I've been to Mexico, obviously. I've been to basically Mexico and Texas. About the only places I've been. Never actually traveled right, outside of this, and I've been in the same sort of area, basically in Texas, northern Texas, for about my entire fucking life. Good. a good 15 years plus at this point. More, I think. Well, to be fair, it's like 20 at this point, plus whatever else I was in Mexico for, which I spent a while there too. Yeah, it's been a while. But yeah, ever planning on going anywhere? I could go for the weeb answer and go like, I'm gonna go see Japan, but yeah. Japan seems nice and all, but it's basically just also, I wouldn't say cringe, because it is a very beautiful country, and it does appeal to me, but it's kind of like the standard, like, oh, I'm going to Japan because I like anime and stuff like that, and obviously by my motto, you can probably tell, although I haven't seen anime in a few years, actually. The last one I remember seeing was like, the Saga of Tanya the Evil, which was basically like 2018 and before, I think, so damn, it's been a while actually. I like reading more manga. I like reading a lot of it because of just, I don't know, a lot of the times whenever anime, especially when it comes to 3D animation, sometimes they just fuck it up. Sometimes it's beautiful. One Punch Man, at least Madhouse, and some other studios make really good work, and others just kind of glazed over it, especially because anime kind of just tends to glaze over it and not do too much of the information. I think one of the most tragic ones that I've seen was, I didn't like, the last one wasn't Tanya, it was, So I'm a Spider, So What? Damn, did they butcher that fucking, the dragon, it looks like PS1 graphics. Oh, I remember reading that one, it was so good. And then I was like, oh, I was excited when I saw that the same voice actress of Tanya was gonna be the spider, and then I went ahead and saw the trailer and saw just the horrible 3D animation. Like, it's a good show, don't get me wrong, it's a good intro and outro. The voice actress and a lot of the actors there did a lot of good job. Horrible 3D performance, I will go ahead and say that. Like, I do not like 3D. But yeah, give me just 1 second, everybody. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and deal with this. I'll be right back. Alright. Okay, I'm back. Oh god, my model went. There it goes. I'm back. Sorry about that, I had to take care of something real quick. Hopefully I don't get any more distractions, but you know, that's not big, hopefully. Okay, so going back to where I was. Let's see. What can we do with these dragons now that I think about it? We have separate horde states, the nation is divided among states and dragons with the land and everything considered as a horde. I think we should go ahead and add that they don't get, they have to come to a decision to make major changes, but they don't get along with each other. I think it would be a good thing, good way to explain on why they haven't just steamrolled through a lot of the other nations around them. Yeah, I think that's a good government structure. I mean, the dragons tend to be very self-centered to themselves, and a lot of the other dragonborns wouldn't exactly be well, they would be nobility, but not royalty. Just a bunch of essentially glorified servants towards the dragons' overlords. But yeah, let's see. Notes is just for when the campaign's actually going. The deities and creations, I already have those. History, I have history written for that. Basically a lot of history written. Nations and structures, that's what I need to work on right now. I need to get those 25 nations done and over with. World map, oh, I did have a world map. I'm dumb. I'm very stupid. And local. Yeah, I need to go. This is just for my notes for towns. And yes, I plan. Each one of these nations has about, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go for a good, like, multiply this by 2 for some nations. So, like, let's go ahead and say each nation has about 20 good cities or, like, large towns. And then a bunch of small villages. And yes, not for the villages, but at least for the bigger towns with names on it, I am planning on doing some notes for each of them. At the very least for when the party starts. I'm not gonna do it for every single one. I would go insane. Maybe in my free time I will go ahead and do it. That way I can go ahead and share this, the Lochaliv file with other people so they can go ahead and run their own campaigns with my setting. But I'm not planning on doing it anytime soon. I have other stuff to do. Sorry, my leg was stitching. So let's go ahead and see what else can we get out of this. I think that's good enough for the government when it comes to the Draconis. Let's see, the nations, other by dragons, so the people have their own horde. What else can I add actually, now that I think about it? It is a little bit more stale when it comes to content without too much chat interaction. But everybody has to start out somewhere. So this is how I'm starting. So let's go ahead and just write more stuff. Let's see, the nation was founded with dragons, so the people has their own horde. Whatever. Guns. It's just a brief summary, I think. Nation founded by dragons, seeing people as their horde. Everything that's alive there and anything in their territory is theirs, so they will obviously protect their, just how you would fight somebody that breaks into your house. At least most people. I know that I've seen this, I forgot this fucker's name, but it was like this pussy comedian that was like, oh, if somebody breaks into my house, they just want my stuff, so I just let them take it. No need to have a gun and stuff like that. That guy's such a fucking pussy. Maybe it's just because I'm from Texas, and I believe in the canceling law. But no, if people coming to my place trying to take my shit, nah, that's enough for me, dude. Maybe I'm the one that's evil. Maybe I'm just greedy. But no, I'm not allowing people to take my stuff. At least not without a fight. Let's go ahead and see. Well, at the very least, we have Draconis of Oshi. If you think of anything else that I should probably add to this nation, other, town-wise and stuff like that, as well as the actual dragons and the territories, I will be adding that later, probably in the local information. Local details. I'll probably add, like, how it's separated, which dragon owns which one, states and stuff like that. But I'm also gonna go ahead and let that into the later, because I don't want to go ahead and make this, government ships, states-wise, and duchies for every single nation. At the very least, until the players get here. I will definitely do it for like the big two, Askar and Embla, because obviously they're like the major powers. But for every other one, I'm just gonna go ahead and see where my players want to start. I will allow them that. I will not allow them to go ahead and choose much more than that when it comes, other than their characters, obviously. But they will go ahead and have to make their characters based on the world. So, if they have a character, if their character does not match where they're supposed to start, if they chose that area, I will ask them, how did they end up there? And hopefully that can develop a good backstory. I will actually, maybe in the future, I'll have them on. That way I can go ahead and have the talk during streams to see how they're gonna develop their characters and what their characters are. I know that at least for 2 of the players that I have for this campaign, sorry, they've already went ahead and developed 2 characters, so I will go ahead and keep doing that. Let's go ahead for the Nagali Council now. The Nagali Council, for anybody who cares to think, it's this one right here. It's right between them is the New Derku. Nagali Council is this blue blob right here. I will have them here in this map later, whenever I can actually do that. For now though, we can just go ahead and use Theater of the Mind. It's High Elf race, so, and the leadership is Druid Eldership. But what did that entail? Obviously, the old people, the old druids are the ones that rule. But I think I can go ahead and be a little bit more descriptive of this. Let me think for a second. Let's see, Druid Eldership, ruled by old people. So just Florida. I actually have the date founded for this one too. This was founded in 2.7. I think it's actually my oldest nation, I think. Let's see. How big should a council be? A council of, usually 5, 8, 7, and like 13 are good ones. Let's go for a D20. Let's see how big the council is. 15! A council of 15. Nah, not either. Just of... And by the way, the way that I wrote this Nagali's history, they were basically a kingdom before, and then the kingdom fell, and then went into the woods, basically. So isolationist is definitely something that I will go ahead and put into this design. Let me make sure that everything is working here. Oh, the stream's still working good. Live. Let's go for most, obviously. A nation, no matter how strong you are, a nation will not be able to survive without trade. Well, most nations will not be able to survive without trade, at least. Most outsiders. With... Like you see, my brain does not work sometimes. You see demeanor and exceptions. I even knew that I was misspelling exceptions as I was typing it, but I guess I've become too reliant on autocorrect. I know, whenever I write down like with actual like pen and paper, I tend to actually spell stuff correctly and take more time doing it. But no, when it comes to typing, I just brain bomb it into the paper and then go back and fix anything that I may have done a mistake. Even at times when I'm typing, I know that I'm making a mistake, but I just want to move on, so immediately I just go ahead and finish typing, and there you go. Let's see. Little exceptions. The Green Father is one of the deities, basically the god of nature and the god of family, so... I should have made it Vin Diesel, but no, it's not Vin Diesel. Oh boy. Just from the woods. The Druids hold the Green Father and are passed down by word of law. Basically like a lot like how the Vikings used to do. Not world of mouth. See what I mean? Let's see. Obviously. See what I mean? I don't know, my brain might be just malfunctioning. Maybe I do have dyslexia because sometimes I notice myself making the 96, 69 and like mistakes and just like, you know, B's and D's. I'm not gonna get diagnosed though because I am not about to give myself more excuses than I need to do. And I know that it's not an excuse for everybody. No, everybody sees it and it's not necessarily an excuse. It is for me. At least for myself. Everybody else who has something going on with them, kudos on you. You know, deal with it however you want to deal with it. That's how I'm dealing with it. Let's see. Isolationist people who fear the outside. There. Okay, I'm starting good. Capitalized druids. They need some respect. The druids. Obviously, I'm not gonna make them eat leaves only. Obviously, you know, let them eat meat. Put that on a shirt. Let them eat meat. Hunter. Nah, it doesn't fucking make any sense. The Druids lead the nation, teaching. Let's go ahead and. That's why I'm doing this. I need to go ahead and brainstorm this and get all that stupid stuff out of the way and put the actual good stuff there. Ready? Animation. You know, as I'm streaming right now, sometimes I actually tend to become a little bit nervous at the moment, just thinking to myself like, oh hey, I'm kind of being a little bit boring, not saying stuff, or hey, just, you know, typing too much. Then I remember some of these streamers that I've seen, and yeah, I get that goes away immediately. Hopefully I can find people that actually like this, otherwise I will probably just be streaming to nobody all the time. No, I think Europe are foreign. Shadow of War might brings at least some community here, but otherwise it's just a mess around kind of deal with me. This is just me getting work done. Okay, let's see. Respect the family and respect for nature. Isolationists, save the world freaks. I guess that's a good way to put them. See the huge trees of the land, okay. Let's go ahead and make some stereotype, not Huey. Let's go ahead and get the archer elf stereotype in with a high talents. Let's go ahead. Perhaps I can get some other music at one point, so we can go ahead and have like a nice little playlist. But for now, this is good enough. Copyright free music, by the way. Twitch and YouTube can be bitches about that. High talents of the art, but also with archery. I believe that's. I was gonna say bow mastery, but archery seems better. Let's go and. I don't actually have to capitalize that now that I think about it. Okay, so that's Nagali counts down. Let's go for Everdynes, which I actually have a lot of stuff for them, so I don't actually do that. But let's go ahead and show the world map, actually. The Everdynes is this little place right here. And now, no, the Nagali Council is not the oldest nation, it's the Everdynes, and this time I actually mean it. And you'll see in a second why. The Everdynes is humans, it's familial control. And I can actually go ahead and write this without brainstorming too much this time, because it's something that I wrote a long time ago. And I'm actually implementing it finally into a campaign, which I'm actually kind of excited about. I don't even think I will let them start with the Everdyne territory, even if they wanted to. But you know what? No, I'll let them choose. They can go ahead and choose. It's their game. Well, it's my game, but they're playing it, so I'll let them choose where they start at least. Everdyne. So yeah, basically it is just a very powerful family that's been ruling that land for thousands of years. I remember actually writing it for real life, using using some back and forth rant, as well as using some ChatGPT. I remember it was when ChatGPT was actually in the beginning. I was just whenever it first came out and it was still not too restrictive. I essentially just kept feeding it random stuff and just keep saying go on to see what it came up with. Out of everything all of the bullshit and all of the stuff that it came up with, this is something that I actually liked a lot. So I basically took that and went ahead and tinkered a little bit. Obviously, I'm not writing everything that the AI wrote. But I did manage to go ahead and write my own stories and my own stuff with them, so I will keep them. I came up with the concept, and even though they gave me some ideas, it mostly is mine. That's how that's how the AI should be used. It should be used to give you some inspiration, not to just go ahead and publish a final draft. Okay. Let's see. Yes, I do use AI art sometimes. Not because, well, yes, I'll tell you. I'm broke. If you want me to commit every single art piece to be something that I commission, go ahead and give me money. I will go ahead and gladly do it. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. I will be using this because it's cheap and it's easy. If you want something else, go ahead and actually give me money for it. Otherwise, I'm not gonna go ahead and do it. It's like my grandmother used to say that, basically, it's my own fucking house, I'll shit in the middle of the living room if I want to. Don't tell me what to do. Okay, but it ran to its sides. Let's see, Everdyne's house, I went by the head of the house. Yep, the nation and everything, including the other family members, band. The head of the house. How the hell do I spell that? I spell it too much, Crusader Kings. I know the word, I just can't remember how to spell it. It's, primogenitor. I was spelling it right. God damn it. Now I've just made myself look stupid, which I kind of am. Date founded. I don't remember the exact date. I have to go ahead and come back to that later. But it will be there, as well as I will have a nice little picture of it, like around here, so you guys can actually see what I've been writing. Let's see. Actual trash. I like the name, but yeah, it do be like that. What was that about, actually, now that I think about it? I cannot remember. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue, shall we? Let's see. Brief summary. Date founded. Let's go for a brief summary. Capitalize that Everdine. I should probably also add it in the things. Childs outside of wedlock do not count as inheritors. The hell? That's not even my phone. Well, it is my phone. It's my old one. Apparently, the battery came back to it. I think I was charging it yesterday to do something. That just freaked me out a little bit. Not wedlock. Wedlock. Everdine family. And one power, one tap. Power to go. Let's go. Let's see. Families founded. Do not lose control. Others around them have. If Alright. So yeah, the Everdynes has actually survived many world-ending threats in the past, and their house for thousands of years have actually stood tall and not actually fallen or been destroyed. So a lot of the lost this is basically what how I'm gonna be like. Oh, if you want to learn like very powerful spells or ancient magic and stuff like that, they're either gonna be found in ruins or with the Everdynes. Which good luck getting them to give you shit. Alright, with that being said, let's go for the Ostian Council. And let me go ahead and give myself a reminder of where that is. Let's see. Ostian Council is right here. Right, this is the Giants. I remember now what this is. Oh, goody. Okay. Give me 1 second, I need to mute myself for this. By the way, before I do that, thank you very much, Cyan. It's a pleasure having you here. Right? That guy brought me here. No. Oh, right, Cyan. He's one of the persons that I play D&D with. Yes, I am looking for the session. I'm looking forward to the session tomorrow. Glad to have you here, by the way. I didn't recognize your name for a second there. I'm so used to Eric. Let's go ahead and continue, shall we? I'm in the Ostian Council now. Let's see. But yeah, I know that the schedule says this will end at 8. I will probably go ahead and end it at 7 because somebody is coming home quite soon, and I need to make sure stuff is right and tidy. Okay, Representative Council of how I went ahead and looked at this when it comes to the Giant Council. Immediate summary of ideas is just basically it is a council of giants, basically representing each one of their own type. So fire giants representing fire giants, ice giants, hill, stone, and so on and so forth. Structuring that to a more coherent thought. Let's go ahead and go before that to the brief summary. Because where did I? Let's see, history. When did it wasn't the Age of Plague, the Hope times demonic period. Was it demonic period? Sacred Century, Craftsman, forgot demon. I'll remember that later. I was gonna go for the date founded, but I can't remember for the life of me. As for the giant representative council, thank you, Cyan, by the way. Yep, so right now I'm just gonna, right now the stream is just basically me looking through the stuff and just basically chatting and writing one of my campaigns that should be coming in the future at some point. Right now we've managed to go, well, I've managed to go ahead and write for the Draconic Ashia, Nagali Council, Never Dimes. Right now for this one though, Ashtian Council, I will go ahead and see what I can do. Don't you love whenever you have stuff to do and when you're actually doing stuff? It's when people start messaging you the most. Yeah, like, you've been free for the last 6 hours, but just the one time I'm actually doing stuff is when people decide to text me. Yeah, they can go fuck themselves. I'm not sure exactly what this is about. When did I get a farm? No, it's not a farm. Oh, it's... blah 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 blah. Please see the dates. Information, time states will be operating the farm stand. Oh, it's that thing. It's basically, I go to a farm stand on Wednesdays and buy some fresh produce. Yeah, without fail. Apparently they went ahead and got my emo at one point. I can't remember why. But I go ahead and, you know, a lot of the times giving out the email is not a good idea, but for them at the very least, they do give me some fresh shit that I used to cook, so I can tolerate them. Let's go ahead and see. Government structure, giant representative council. The council is that each giant type is representative, not represented by... Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, this is so fucking annoying. You know what? I'm not responding to that. I'm leaving it there. I will turn off the volume though, because fuck whoever this is. And put this in vibrate. Should have done that in the beginning. Okay, let's see. Government structure, this council, each type is represented by... You see what I mean? I knew I was misspelling it, but I still did it. Let's go ahead and see what else. Let's see. The council, both majority rule structure with laws, decisions, and let's just go with laws and decisions, because I was gonna say something else and I just completely lost. I don't know what I was gonna say. Structures with laws and decisions. It's a basic structure, but it means they're giants. That's sounded a little bit bad. What I mean by that is that they actually are strong enough to go ahead and put their money where their mouth is. So a lot of the times, when it comes to decisions, it's kind of simple. You know, if somebody's attacking you, fuck them up. It's kind of, you know, they tend to agree a lot more than disagree. Is what I'm saying. The only one time that I can think of them disagreeing is when it comes to fire and ice and like storm giants, because they tend to be very, very I want to be the kind of guy who's in charge kind of deal. At the very least, sky and storm giants do be like that. Let's see a brief summary. I cannot remember why this was formed. I remember, let's see, it wasn't this demonic period, probably? The Grand, the Concentration, the Yawning Tieflings were formed, Therku. It wasn't the Craftsman Age, maybe it was after the Rift. Which I will actually explain. The Rift is basically the whole world-changing event. Essentially what happened is that, you know, as you can see, you know, spills, demons, monsters, fall gods, and other creatures like spilled from a rift in space that kind of went ahead and destroyed shit. Maybe it was during the Great Freeze that this happened, that nation was formed. Hold up, I need to remember myself. What's the name of the Ashtian Castle? Yes. Right, I remember now. They went ahead and formed because of the Everfreeze. God damn it, they want me to go to Walmart tomorrow, huh? That's probably not gonna work out for me. Whatever, I can probably go ahead and do something about it later. Not right now though, as I cannot be bothered. Just was formed as a defensive structure against the... I have a session tomorrow, and usually we do tend to start around 8. But we start usually they start way earlier, so that's why I have to be here when they start. And not only that, but also to when we go to Walmart, usually it takes fucking forever. I don't even want to go to Walmart. I'm trying to go to get to the bank right next door to put in some of my money in there so I can pay some shit off. Speaking of which, actually, hold up 1 second. Oh god, my legs. Yeah, my legs turned into spaghetti right there. Oh, just fell down. Give me 1 second. Getting my headphones back on. Okay. I just remembered that I probably should pay for some of this stuff. For future streams, actually, now that I think about it, on Saturday, it's a free-for-all. I'm actually thinking, one of my friends, bought me a game, Power World, and I'm gonna have to do some research on that first, because I remembered the company being dicks or something along those lines, that they were like, oh, if you stream our game, we own you or something like that. So I need to be a little bit careful about that. I don't like being owned by people. I mean, this is not the 1800s. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some research on that, but if everything is clear, I'll go ahead and see if I can stream Power World. I need to get it to work though first, and see what happens. I'm actually really happy that I got that game, and I'm kind of really excited to go ahead and see how it is. I remember seeing it's Pokemon but with guns, and I've seen a lot of the Twitter pics being like, oh, it's copying Pokemon or some shit like that. I can't remember what exactly it was, but essentially people were really fucking angry about it or something like that. So that's actually one of the more reasons to play it for me, because I like pissing people off. Kind of the same reason why I have long hair, like my model here. My hair right now actually goes a little bit further than my model. It goes all the way down to my waist and past my butt. I remember whenever I was hung out with some people, there was a couple of girls that always wanted to braid my hair or some shit like that. I never let them. And the first few was because, like, why the fuck do you want to touch somebody else's hair? I never got that myself. And then also the whole afterwards, it was just to piss them off. Because they were like, come on, it's my hair is smooth, so it's very appealing apparently. The nation of giants is formed to decisive treasure against the If I remember correctly, the other one, the Cloyite Court, actually was also formed during this time, so that's really good for me. Not scared. Oh my god. I did not remember how to spell that word, so I just went and I chose another way to describe it. Oh, sorry about that. Kind of tired. I'm always tired anyways. Let's see, brief summary. The nation of giants is formed to defensive pact, the great freeze, blah 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 blah. No. Although I know that not all the giants are like that, mostly hill giants, but you know, I can see them both being like that, especially because of, imagine you being yourself, and then a bunch of like people the size of basically Barbie dolls telling you that you need to go ahead and take them seriously. Some of you might, but a lot of the other people would be like, yeah, you can go fuck yourself. I'm not, you know, you're basically a Barbie doll. I'm not gonna go ahead and listen to you, type of deal. So yeah, that's why I'm done. It was a great freeze, right? So giants, H1244 CE. There, I actually got the dates correctly, and let's see. Same day, same year. Well, not same day, but I cannot be bothered to see if it's the same time or not. It founded. These ones are just the Cloyite Court is just a court of vampires. It's a vampiric rule. That's basically what a red court is. Essentially, it's the vampires in charge as well as the nobility, while the people, the medial jobs are reserved to undead based just going ahead and doing stuff. The only exception I think would be craftsmanship, but even then, I've seen intelligent undead before, not just like the they're slam their head across the thing type of deal. So I can see them like reviving ghosts or like having intelligent undead golems to do that kind of job for them. Let's see. Date founded. A brief summary. Right. I think I misspelled that. How the fuck do I spell decadence? Whatever. I'm not gonna be using that word then. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to go ahead and take this because I keep getting my phone vibrating so much. Sorry about that. Had to take that call. Essentially, it's telling me that we're gonna be leaving soon. I can still be good for about 20 minutes, I think. Let's see. Embla. Another one of the nations that I know a lot about. Oh no, that's there too. Here it is. Absolute Empire Embla. Ooh. Essentially, I wrote this in this, thinking about the Empire of Men and just, you know, general, what every emperor wants it to be. I need to capitalize emperor or I'm gonna be killed. What's the other word for the other thing? Opposition. Not decadence. Fucking. What's that other word? Okay. I cannot remember the word. The emperor's any opposition or not retaliation. Questioning. Okay, so yeah, essentially this embolize the absolute empire of this world. The emperor or empress can do whatever the hell they want, and nobody else can do anything about it. And unlike a real world, where that would immediately lead to a revolution and a couple of peasants storming the castle and cutting the heads off a couple of people, you know, they know magic, so there's not a lot of things that the peasantry can do about that. Retaliation. Obviously, there's been attempts before, but none of them successful so far. That is up to the party. Essentially, a lot of this, you know, I like writing evil sometimes, and a lot of the evil that I wrote in campaigns can be very evil. It's up to the party to see if that's evil is evil enough to be killed or to be left alone, and that's up to them and what they do. I like playing sandbox. I am just here to guide the story. They make the story though. I guess I also make the base of it. Like a lot of the times, I am an overwriter, so it's a lot of the history you can technically start campaigns at any point, and that history can be okay. Let's see. A brief summary of Embla. This nation is not gonna be something that people like. It is up to the party to destroy them if they want to. And yes, this basically M+ gonna be probably the bad guy of the campaign, but it's also up to the party. Oh god, my model messed up. I fucking hate gnats. I don't even know. I don't have any fruit. I don't have any water. Where the f are the nuts coming from? Just randomly all the time, like in right behind the computer and the wall, where I guess just because of the light. Always like either ants with the wings on it or just gnats. I don't know where they come from. I've already tried doing. This used to work. I'm not sure if it's because I'm using some different type of soap or maybe it's a different type of vinegar. But basically, apple cider vinegar, sugar, dish soap, and water. Put them in a container, and outside the gnats will be attracted by the apple cider thing. And they will go in above it and try to drink it, but the dish soap will not let them float, so they will sink to the bottom, and then they will drown and die. I used to catch like tens and tens of them. Like I remember the biggest one that I saw was there should have been about 40 or something gnats in there. I was really happy about that. Well, not happy about the fact that there was 40 gnats apparently around my house, but about the fact that they were not around anymore. Although I'm good about throwing food away and good about throwing fruit away. My house is messy, but there's no trash. Like I know that some it's the whole like streamer thing, like oh hey their room is garbage infused, but I don't have like a giant pile of soda cans or like soda boxes. I don't have like moldy food or stuff like that. I always make sure to throw that stuff away. Mostly because my nose is a little bit sensitive, so I will go ahead and pick up that smell, and I do not like to pick up that smell. So I go ahead and make sure to throw this stuff away. Let's see. I've been streaming for about an hour and 30 minutes. God damn it. Oh well. I do have to go now though. It is a little bit of an abrupt rating, but hey, we got through about 6 nations. Well, more than I've already had gone through. But yeah, I think it's about time I had to go though. Yeah, I was planning on streaming until 8, but the fucking office had to go ahead and put that thing. I have to clean up. I need to make sure that they're not gonna go ahead and try to charge me shit. But everybody, thank you so much for coming in. Cyan and also Actual Trash, thank you very much for joining in the stream. I appreciate you too. Anyways, everybody, see you later and catch you next stream. Next stream is going to be on Thursday. I'll go ahead and be streaming my Europa 4 challenge from year 1 to year 2024. Let's see if I can keep a single nation under the same banner together for 2,000 years. And I probably won't. I haven't played Europa in years. And I'm kind of new. Let's see if my knowledge goes ahead and keeps up though. Anyway, see you guys later and bye!